Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Guillaume. This is Thoman's Guitars and Basses, and today I have the chance to interview Munky from KoRn. Their new album Requiem just came out on February 4th. It's an absolute unit of gigantic sounding guitar riffs and guitar sounds. So today we're going to talk about everything from the recording process, the album coming out, the songs, and the gear used to record them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
What, you got guitars over there too?
Yeah, I got guitars over there too.
He's got a cello. You guys got a band and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about guitars, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, dude. I just, I'm so ready to go on tour and play some music and see some faces that I haven't seen.
I can imagine.
I love my family, but man, I'm so, just we're so used to having I admit it, spoiled, but having the world as our playground to go and explore. And we've been doing this for 25 more, years that all of a sudden somebody says, you can't do that anymore. Like, what? What do you mean?
I only know how to do that. That's what I want to do.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm fucking going crazy. That's how the record, that's how we started the record. Yeah. I was literally going crazy. And I called up my guys and I was like, yo, Jonathan, Head, can we get over there? Can we get an engineer in there? Can we get a guitar tech just to start coming up with ideas and just, I don't know, write some songs? And originally it was supposed to be an EP. And then it was like, well, we have enough songs now to do an album. And then it was like 9. That's not really an album. It's not really an EP. So, but it,
No, I see. This is, we're going to get back to that super shortly. First off, thank you so much for taking the time. I don't know, it's like 7:30 in the morning here, so I'm assuming it was a long day of interviews for you.
Yeah, like 11 here. I've been picking up the kids, dropped them off at piano class, the whole thing. Like,
right. So let's jump back, I guess, to how the album sort of came to be. You said you were going crazy, just needed to make it happen.
I was sitting in my garage, alone, where I parked my car, and I was like, "This is fucking bullshit."
Right.
And I was like, "How? I gotta play music because." Like, was somebody like me, like that just used to do tons of fucking drugs and party all the time? I don't do that anymore. Yeah. Music and play, that's how I get high. Yeah. That's my buzz. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do shit. And I'm sitting in my garage going, I need to drink. I need to do drunk right now. Like this is like I'm in a bad place,
Yeah, yeah.
I was feeling like that. And I was just like, man, I got to fucking get these guys on the phone. And we got to figure out how we're going to all get into the studio safely. We get tested and all that bullshit. And then, start writing. It didn't even matter because it was like, oh, we all got here. We're hanging out. That was it. I could have been like, all right. Let's just hang out, listen to music.
That's the thing, right, as well. That's the first time you guys get in the studio without a label, like just completely free to just do whatever, right?
Yep. Nobody was like down our necks saying, you gotta hurry up. You gotta finish that record so we can go on tour. Nothing like that. It was just like, you guys want to make a record? Okay, cool.
How do you reckon that influenced the way the record turned out? Like the songs and the way the songs are organized, just that sort of absence of pressure, like general pressure. Do you think like that came through with the songs, with the riffs?
We spend a little more time than normal listening to guitar sounds, and it wasn't like, okay, that's good enough. Let's just hurry up, track it. Like, wait a minute. Like, is this the right amp for? Is this the right guitar with that amp? Am I? Are you gonna hear it? We wanted to have its own character, and type of tone. You know, make sure that everything's mic'd correct. Like normally, you just kind of rush the shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's where it paid off, and it make sure that the sound is the quality is meeting our highest bar
expectations, and I really think it did. I've always you guys have always had like such a signature sound, such a very specific, super like massive and grungy and filthy, but so surgical and precise at the same time. Like the guitar sound is the KoRn guitar sound, and for this time around, I thought it was just even more apparent than usual. It just came through in such a massive way. Every riff just hit so hard. And I was like, okay, and now I gotta know what did you use? What did you change? Did you experiment with new amps? Did you like, since you had the time to do that? What did you end up using on the record?
So, you know, one of the things we did, and we did this on the last record, and we had so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
Head and I tracked rhythm guitars together.
Yeah.
Like side by side. So if he made a mistake, we'd have to start, or I made a mistake.
Yeah.
It just it helped us play better. It was fun, and it gave the whole thing such an energy. You know, like it's not perfect. It's a little, you know, a little organic feeling. You know, like,
exactly.
Dudes actually played this, but what, like him? I'm looking at my amps over here. I have like a Marshall that we used. Diesel. So the setup would be like a base layer, I guess, of triple rectifier Mesa Boogies, 150 watt, like up, and then
full blown.
Yes, full blown, and then Bogner, and then on top of that would be a diesel.
Right.
That'd be for me. So we're putting 3 inputs, and then it's splitting into one guitar.
Yeah.
And those heads go out to 3, 4, 12 cabinets. So you got, each time I play, you're hearing 3 amps and 3 cabinets.
Right.
So for head, it was like a Diesel, a Marshall. Oh, what was his other amp? Oh, an Orange.
Okay.
So those were his. And so every time he played, so essentially when both of us are playing, you're hearing 6 amplifiers through 6 cabinets.
That's mad.
It hits you over the head, dude.
Oh yeah.
And then mic placement, you know, the right Royer with the Shure 57. And then we have a couple of I don't know what they're called, but they're room mics.
Yeah.
And they're really nice because you can blend it in to make it feel like you can hear the air almost movement of the room.
Yeah, of course. And because like you guys are always like, to me this album is like Requiem is kind of untouchable vibes to some extent, and it's got like that right balance of super in your face and just brutal and super melodic at the same time. And what you're saying with the room mics, it's just like, every sort of like ambient clean part, you can just feel like the sound you surround.
We wanted to kind of envelop you and make you feel it's all around, like a surround. If you didn't have surround, whatever, it's wet reverb and it's just a spacious kind of a moment, you know?
Yeah, you absolutely nailed it.
Thank you.
I mean, while we're talking about reverb, because that was also a big thing, like in you guys have done so much for metal and experimenting with, not only 7 strings, because that's what you guys are, known for as well, but like just guitar effects. Like you brought a lot of experimentations in your in your playing. So are you still trying new things like that? Are you still just like bringing out a bag of pedals and be like, all right, let's see what works?
Usually I'm bringing out these pedals that fucking some guy made down the street. I'm plugging it in. But I didn't do a lot of that. I was like, let's really focus on the songs. I got rid of a lot of my effects pedals off my board.
Yeah.
And just had 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Was like a whammy pedal, a wah, a reverb, a delay, and a channel changer.
Mm.
I think there was I had like a phase, like a phaser or something. Yeah, like an MX-90, MXR.
Okay, yeah.
Just some simple shit like this. So, and then once we get in the control room, once the song's written, once the drums are laid down, and we go back into re-record the guitar tracks, that's when we kind of get out the old vintage pedals and the guitars and kind of go down, Gibsons and Fenders, overdubs, whatever. I have this, what is it? A Fender 6 that I, do some heavy, hairy, through some octave pedals and stuff.
All right.
A lot of fun, like, let's make it big without, because if sometimes, you record too many guitars, it's going to make it smaller. And sometimes there's not room for the bass, and it's in the room. The cymbals are ringing in my frequency. It's like, okay, I can't get away with putting a super distorted guitar here, but if I do clean, and follow the notes, you're gonna hear that melody more. So a lot of experimenting like that.
That's so great. We're almost running out of time. I'm so glad, because I just wanted to come out of that chat with just kind of a recipe of things that I could do to, just figure out that sound, because it is so complex. There's so much going into it. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
One of the things that was really important when we wrote this album, we had Jonathan in the room. He's in such a great place, Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, that's true.
He's in such a good place that, like, spiritually and emotionally, he feels so balanced, and he's in the room with us every day writing. When we're writing riffs and songs and we're coming up, so he's able to listen and go, well, wait, can you guys change this part here? Can you change this chorus? Because either A, it sounds like something you've done before, or B, I hear like
something else.
And being able to make those changes as we're writing the song is such a big game changer for us.
It didn't used to be in the studio with you guys. He used to track, like, sort of pick out what he liked and track vocals afterwards.
Yeah, so Head and I would come up with, 100 guitar riffs or whatever for an album, and then narrow those down to 20, which then became 12 songs,
Right.
So whatever those riffs are, I want them back.
Hey, just an idea. I'm thinking we're creeping up on 30 years. How about like a massive B-side release? Like, I really want that.
The B-side, double album B-sides.
Oh, yes.
I'm telling you, and a lot of the shit's good.
I'm super psyched about the album. I think it sounds immense. I think people are going to dig it. You guys should definitely go check out Requiem by KoRn. It's out on February 4th. Munky, thank you so very much for your time, man. It was awesome. It was really good chatting with you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully see you at the at Rock am Ring or Rock im Park or whenever you guys are in Germany this summer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming to Berlin.
Oh yeah, true. You got a Berlin day too. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very, very much. Have a good night. All right, and that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, the interview. Munky, thank you again so much for taking the time. It was an absolute blast. Super looking forward to catching you guys live, either in Berlin or Rock im Park or wherever closer they're coming to you guys. But in the meantime, don't forget to check out KoRn's latest album, Requiem. Have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.